Hi everybody, I am going to talk today about Day 6 grammar from the learning packet, which is called Standard English. If you read the part at the top in the gray box, it explains that Standard English is the English we use when we're writing. It's a little bit more formal, whereas not Standard English is what we use when we are speaking to each other. And it says right here, when we speak to one another or write dialogue in a story, we often bend the rules by using sentence fragments, slang, idioms, contractions, and everyday vocabulary. So they've given two examples. Standard English sounds like this. Rosa was very excited to visit her grandmother. And if you were going to say that in not standard English, it might sound like this. Rosa was gonna see her grandmother. So that's the difference. And what we have to do is we've got to take the examples provided for us and we have to, sorry about that. We have to take the examples provided for us and we need to replace the non-standard English with standard English. So sentence 1 says, if you don't move it, we're going to be late. The kind of thing that you would hear somebody say or you might say yourself. Now we need to change move it and gonna to standard English using something up here from the box. I'm going to go ahead and start my text box. I'm rewriting the sentence, so I still need my quotes. If you don't move it. Well, when I tell people to move it, like my daughters and my son, what I mean is hurry up. So I'm going to change move it to hurry up, comma, we're gonna be late. We're gonna, I need to switch now. Gonna is what we say when we mean going to. So going to be late. Exclamation point and parentheses. If you don't hurry up, we're going to be late would be the standard English version of the first sentence. Now, if you've already moved past day 6 in the learning packet, use this just to kind of check your answers, especially for those of you whose parents are busy and don't really have the opportunity to work with you, or they are unable to work with you. Use this to help you check your answers. And if you have not made it to day 6 yet, don't worry. Do your best. Do what you can. Just try to make sure that you're doing something every day. Now let's move on to the next one. I can't eat no more, groaned Mia. All right, so again, I'm typing in what she says. I can't eat, except for that no more. I can't eat no more. I need to fix that. I can't eat anymore. That's what I'm looking for, groaned Mia, excuse me. I can't eat anymore. Exclamation, quotations. And notice we're not using a comma here once we stop the quotation marks because the exclamation point took its spot. I can't eat anymore, groaned Mia, as opposed to I can't eat no more. All right, what's up with Albert? We need to fix that one now. Again, quotation marks. What's up? When I'm asking somebody what's up, I want to know what's going on with them. So I'm going to choose that. What's going on with Albert? Question mark, quotations. Changing what's up with Albert to what's going on with Albert. Number 4, you kidding me? I want to fix that. When I say, you kidding me? I'm asking a question. And in standard English, we would say, are you kidding me? Question mark. And I forgot my quotations, so let's get those back in there. Are you kidding me? And there's our Standard English Version. And number 5. Number 5 says, I gotta go, catch you later. When I'm telling somebody I gotta go, what I mean is I have to go. I'm going to use that from here. I have to go, period. Catch you later. That's a non-standard English way of saying I will see you later. I will see you later. Exclamation point, quotation marks. So hopefully if you've already done this, you're checking your answers, and anything you made a mistake on, just fix it. That's what I'm here for. And those of you who haven't done it, hopefully that makes sense to you as to what you're being expected to do.